Welcome back, folks. Let's take on our next story. You know, a cargo airport, as the name suggests, is one that specializes in efficient handling, storing, and transporting goods, unlike passenger airports. It's a hub for global supply chains. The newest cargo airports in our country, apart from the functional ones in Lagos, Abuja, Kano, Port Harcourt, and Owerri, is the Ekiti state-owned Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport at Ekiti. Now, an elated Governor Biodun Oyebanji disclosed that the 49.7 billion naira facility explained that previous administrations invested some billions in the project, which he has proudly completed, with commercial flight operations which formally commenced. Now, the commissioning was with Fanfare, with the United Nigeria Airlines conveying dignitaries, with Senate leader Senator Okpeyomi Bamidele on board from Abuja.
The sound of jet engines breaking the Ekiti skylines tells a story many thought would take longer to hear. At exactly 11 a.m. on Wednesday, United Nigeria Airlines Flight 0622 touched down at the Ekiti Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport, marking the first official commercial landing at the facility and the formal commissioning of the airport. As the aircraft taxied to a stop, anticipation gave way to celebration. About 50 passengers disembarked, greeted by state officials, traditional rulers, and aviation stakeholders, led by Governor Biodun Oyebanji. For Ekiti State, this moment represents more than the arrival of an aircraft. It signals the opening of a new economic gateway. Governor Biodun Oyebanji describes the completion of the airport as a testament to the resilience and determination of the Ekiti people. According to him, the project reflects years of planning, sacrifice, and collective belief in the future of Ekiti State.
It is with a heart full of gratitude to God that we gather here today to celebrate an important milestone in the history of our dear state. The inaugural commercial flight into the Ekiti Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport. This moment is not just the official opening of the airport to commercial passenger operations. It is the launch of a new chapter in our transportation infrastructure development journey.
He assured residents that his administration remains committed to policies and projects that will drive socio-economic development, create jobs, and position Ekiti as a competitive destination for investment and tourism.
Beyond infrastructural mileage, this latest achievement is another quintessential testimony to our commitment to the shared vision of a modern, prosperous, and forward-looking state of our dream. The making of this airport is a collective legacy of at least 3 governors before me. Engineer Shegun, who first conceived the idea, Governor Ayofayoji, who acquired and initially cleared the sites, and Dr. Okaodefayemi, who despite all odds and criticism, braved the wind of challenges to commence the building of this airport 6 years ago.
Representing the Minister of Aviation and Aerospace Development, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry congratulates the government and people of Ekiti State. He notes that the airport aligns with the federal government's policy of empowering states with infrastructure capable of driving economic transformation, stressing that aviation remains a key enabler of trade, tourism, and national development.
Today, history is made in Ekiti State with this inaugural flight in the Ekiti State Cargo International Airport. We celebrate not just the takeoff and landing of an aircraft, but the takeoff of new possibilities, new economic pathways, and a new era in the development trajectory of our state and our nation.
The Chief Executive Officer of United Nigeria Airlines describes the Ekiti route as promising, assuring residents of safe, reliable and comfortable travel experiences. He expresses confidence in passenger traffic and cargo potential, while pledging the airline's commitment to supporting connectivity and economic growth in the state.
Mine is just to show our gratitude to the government and people of Ekiti State, to say thank you for believing in us. Thank you for making United Nigeria your choice airline. You have other choices to have chosen from any of the other flag carriers in Nigeria, but it pleased you to reach out to us. We are very, very grateful and assuring you that that trust and belief you have in us, definitely we will not let you down.
Other key players at the event, including government officials and industry stakeholders, expressed satisfaction with the completion of the project. Many commend Governor Oyebanji for his focus and persistence, describing the airport as a bold statement of Ekiti's readiness to embrace development beyond its borders.
Normally, when a new government is complete, especially if you come from your party, you take your budget, you think they should something. But that has not been the case in the state. I'm happy and I thank our governor. Because, like I always say, if 5 years ago anybody would say that I'll be sitting down next to Governor Fanfare and we're taking buses, I'll say it's not possible.
On the sidelines of the commissioning, the Ekiti State Bureau of Tourism Development presents awards to individuals and organizations who played notable roles in the completion of the airport. Officials say it's a way of recognizing commitment and partnership in delivering a project of such scale and significance.
The State Bureau of Tourism Development decided to honor the first pilot, the first Ekiti man to step on the floor of the airport that bought his own ticket, and the airline, just to show that one, the pilot, being the first person to fly the first commercial airline to Ekiti, is a symbolic gesture that Ekiti is ready, one, to be connected to the world. Ekiti is ready to fly, to accept people that fly into to our territory.
As activities wind down, the runway stands ready, not just for flights, but for opportunities. From agriculture to tourism, trade and investment, the Ekiti Agro-Allied International Cargo Airport is expected to open new doors and redefine the state's economic outlook. Adiola Aderibigwe, TVC News, Ado Ekiti.
Thank you, Adeola Aderibigwe. BKO, so you can say Ekiti is ready?
Yes, I was there. I witnessed the whole thing. I moved around. I interviewed a few people. I can tell you that the way Ekiti is, anybody who invests in Ekiti will reap tremendous ROI. You need to go to the lounges, the bars, the nightclubs in Ekiti and see high number of patrons.
Okay.
And it's understandable.
And lovely hotels.
Yes, Ekiti has 7 universities, including one of the best universities in Africa, Abuad.
Yeah.
Without a shadow of a doubt, fantastic university.
Afebola,
the old man does not spare any costs. You know, it was Afebola that even constructed the what was it called, the parking lot.
Okay.
You know,
at the airport?
Yes.
Really?
They had an agreement with the government, so donated that to them. Somebody told me that he's confident that the man will eventually even start an airline, because with 7 universities, this airport will be busy.
There's going to be traffic.
And majority of the people who used to land in Akure,
yeah.
this is where they will be going now. Because a lot of them are children, of Nigerians Novo-Rich class who have their wards in those universities. 7 universities, 5 polytechnics, 2 colleges of education.
Wow.
Come on. There is no... I traveled from Ekiti to Lagos. It felt like I was the only person who was not a student. Because I looked, I didn't even see any of my age mates. I didn't see anybody close to my age, except children, largely children of Abuad and the university in Ikere, that's Chief Wole Pekun's town. So I'm confident that this airport will be viable. And the governor also announced that they've paid for instrument landing gear.
All right.
With it means that they can land in the night and there won't be any problem. You know, so all of those private jets bringing in the big people from that state, the millionaires from that state, they can land even at night with the instrument landing system. Not many of the airports in our country have the facility. There are some airports here that after 6 o'clock,
those are not be more than 3 or 4.
You can't land anymore. You know, so my only wish is that the agric element of this airport, of the reason behind building this airport, will be fulfilled. Ekiti is good in agriculture. So we have to get to that point where agric produce can be shipped to different destinations from that airport, as it is done in Ethiopia and Kenya. They sell flowers, they produce flowers, and they send to Europe and America real time. Tomatoes, fresh tomatoes. The airports have been built not far away from the production centers. Fresh tomatoes. So Ekiti must get to that point. But the Governor Oyebanji has done well to complete the airport. It was Fayose that cleared the area. They identified the area, cleared the area. Then Fayemi now came and did a tremendous job. And then Governor Oyebanji continued it with aggression, and today he has made history by delivering this airport. The facilities are very good.
Continuity.
That's continuity, you know, because Fayemi was APC too, was APC. So I also want to see the chairman of United Airlines bring a bigger aircraft.
That's it. I was going to
on that route, because he is under rating the capacity of that airport to draw passengers. Today, I was in the airport here, MM2.
Okay.
And there was a flight going to Ekiti that was called. So I said,
really?
Even today, Sunday, they have flights. And one came from yesterday. That means since the beginning of the week. And those flights are fully booked. Because I should have come back earlier, but they told me no. It's only Friday that you can get a seat. So that's to tell you that this airport will be viable. But as I said earlier, they need to get a bigger aircraft. Because about 50 bags were dropped by the pilot from our own
flight.
Yes. So this is a plane that does not carry more than 50 people.
Okay.
Yes. Well, said the airline had already dropped some. The pilot again dropped more. So my 2 bags, we just retrieved them today.
Okay.
You know, because all of those perfumes that they tell you can't take on board and all that. So put bags, and then they do some excellent adire.
Okay,
The governor's wife has been passionate.
I remember
about
this
that.
story,
Yeah, so I also decided to buy a few as Christmas gifts.
Okay, for us,
for my wife.
And
No
friends.
house.
Usually they are for women. When you bought this, you didn't buy for me. This Agbada, you didn't remember me. And Jones has never taken me out. The last time he took me out was when he called me to bar at Ketu.
We had all been called to
I
the
just
bar.
joined the company and he organized a call to bar ceremony for me, just opposite our Alade Lola gate in Ketu. Since then, he has not deemed it
I'm also
fit.
privileged to be called to by
Yeah.
severally.
Okay, in that place. He has not deemed it fit
Yes.
to...
No, we'll plan, but let's know who takes over the bill, who takes the bill. We'll go out. Don't worry. Again, Ekiti is ready.
Yes,
That's the message.
It is nice. But what I want to advise is this. The United Airline that is going there, they should also have a different flight for cargo. They can make a lot of money there if they encourage people to use the cargo arm of the business. Because that is what the airport is for.
That's it.
You call it cargo airport.
So that they will be able to, they will have enough cargo, agricultural produce to be able to bring to Lagos. That one will just be solely cargo flights.
Yeah.
But for this one that they are doing now, yes, I agree that I was in Ekiti recently. So I know that the only person that will suffer from it is Akure Airport.
Yes.
Because the last time that prior to this, my last trip, I went for an event in Ekiti, and I went through Akure Airport. Then you will now take a car here that will pass through Ilawe to Ado Ekiti. That is Femi Falana's hometown. So I believe that a lot of people will now, they won't find any need to go to Akure since they can go to Ado directly. And I think that will affect Akure.
You are not alone in that dilemma. You know, before Obong Victor Atta created the Atta International Airport, Uyo, every flight to Akwa Ibom used to go to Calabar.
Yes.
But adjustment will come with time.
But I believe that Ekiti is on the right path. I think it do well. Like I said, they should just make sure that the commercial flight is different from the cargo flight. That they can have a running cargo flight that will just come solely to take agricultural produce to Lagos.
After all, the name is the Agro-Allied Airport of Ekiti. Yes.
Especially those people that wants to do cocoa, cashew, and all that.
Name them.
They should just take them from airport, and in no time they're in Lagos. They take them to the port, and they export. So they should also work on that.
All right, folks, let the debate continue. Ours is to give context to the stories that come here. Okay,